We did it.
It's our first Moist Monday of the new year.
Happy New Year's, everybody.
Cheers,
even though
bud.
we've already released one this year. We're drinking. It's moist. It's
Monday.
wet.
Oh,
Oh. It is moist,
it is.
but it can also be wet. It's Moist Monday. Jacob's just staring at the camera.
I thought you were going to play the song.
Oh, well, I'm talking, but I need you to talk because I want to take a sip of my beer.
He said it's Moist Monday, so I smiled and looked at the camera.
So we're starting off on a weird note today? Okay.
So same as last year, after New Year's Eve, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Because it was another very interesting night. Because
Today we're going to talk about the holidays, okay?
yeah, but we're going to start with New Year's Eve because it was very interesting.
Yeah, so we did something similar than if you've been around for a while. Last year for New Year's Eve, we went to the Royal Mile, which is a great British pub in the Des Moines area.
Izzy's a manager there.
Yeah,
So
Mr.
we hang out
Manager.
there a good amount.
We go there actually a lot,
Yeah.
to be honest, because we get employee discounts.
It's-
or Jacob does, and I
it's
go,
great.
I'm with him.
Yep.
So that's nice. So we went there for New Year's Eve, and we were like, let's carpool with Izzy.
Yeah. And she
For
went
the
there,
start of her shift.
which was at 3:30.
In the afternoon, baby.
And we stayed till 3 a.m.
Yeah, dude, we were there for almost 12 hours.
Yeah, which is a lot. And
Oh,
I
my.
remember probably like 10 of them.
Yeah.
Some flew past.
There is some
like in
there's,
the middle,
there's a couple things where I'm like, I don't remember that at all.
including midnight.
Including midnight, including the ball drop. I was like, did that happen?
Probably, I assume so. Is it
I
next
asked
year?
everybody. I was like, what happened? And yeah, everybody, Jaden was like, well, I left for that part. Where
So-
was I?
We didn't exist when he leaves, apparently.
Well, we got to start at the beginning because it started off just us two. And we get there and the bar is decently packed.
Yeah, we had to like search for a good table.
Yeah, we got a 2-person table against the wall. Pretty good. And we're like, you know what? Let's start out with some apps. Because our goal of this New Year's was to eat every single appetizer on the menu.
And guess what? We did.
We did.
Except for fried pickles.
Because they were out.
And I'm pissed.
So
we
next
had-
year-
we had 11 appetizers.
So next year we have to do it again.
Yeah, absolutely. No, we're going to do this every year.
Because it's, dude, phenomenal.
It's a great way to bring in the new year.
Except we learned our lesson. The kitchen closes at 10.
Yeah, so we had to order like 6 appetizers at 9:30.
At 9:30 we were like, oh, fuck. We got to order the rest of them.
But luckily, we had friends at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, because throughout the night, we just slowly like got more and more people till there was like 10 of us
Yeah,
at
dude,
least.
it was wild.
Yeah.
Some of them I don't even know who they were.
Nope.
But they were just part of the table, and I did like it. So, but it started off just us two, and we were just chit chatting. We ordered a beer. We ate some appetizers. We started at the top of the appetizer list.
Well, we also started with a shot of Jameson.
Shot of Jameson because I was like, let's get lubed up. I didn't want to go too aggressive, but I was like, hey, let's start with this.
Yeah.
And then I think you ordered a water, and you were like, let's just chill.
Yeah.
And then we just hung out and talked, and we were like, how the fuck are we gonna last till midnight?
Because at 5 o'clock, it was Belgian New Year.
Yes, that was our
And
first New Year's.
Above the Royal Mile is a Belgian bar called the Red Monk.
Yes.
So we ran upstairs for that. We missed it.
We missed it.
by like 5 seconds.
Yeah, we were on the stairs when they went 1, 0, and we were like, "Fuck!" But we still got champagne
Yeah. And then we ran back downstairs.
because it was so busy. People were trying to scout for our table.
But it was all old people at the
Yes.
side. Like it was like probably like a 70-year-old woman asked, like, "Are you guys gonna be here long?" And we were like,
She literally came up to our table and was like, "Are you guys gonna leave soon?"
"You're probably gonna die before we leave this table."
No, we're gonna be here before longer than all the
Yeah,
bartenders.
we're gonna be here till next year.
Yeah. See, got him.
It's great.
It's a great joke. I love it.
But before that before the next thing that happened, Izzy came by and our table was kind of like blocking a hallway, and she was talking to us, and then a man walks right up to her, and she turns to look at him, and he goes,
He squawks, dude. I forgot about this
and you and I cry laughing, and then the guy's just there
because the bar is packed, so people are just standing next to tables.
so no one can move.
Yeah, so
But
so I'm laughing at him, and he's just standing there.
so we both are facing
Facing
the wall,
laughing so hard. Izzy doesn't know why we're laughing because she's not laughing at all. But like some guy just squawked at her, like right next to her
An
face.
old man, and we watched him do it.
Which like
Does that happen all the time if Izzy didn't react?
Dude, I don't. She acted like he was normal, but I was like, I don't think I've ever squawked at a person.
I don't think so either.
I don't like. And also, why would you squawk when he only moved 2 more feet?
Right.
It's like he was trying to get out of the
walked around.
Get out of the bar, dude. God, it was because I like watched his mouth open. And it was like slow motion,
and his eyes opened with his
yeah. The squawker, dude.
And then he hung out there all fucking night. He talked to us several times.
He kept coming up to our table
and saying something.
Yeah, he was eyeballing our table for the longest time.
Yes, everyone was. We were a hot commodity.
We were, but we kept going. I don't know if I like this guy, and then we're like, this guy's gonna cause trouble. Yeah. Even though we had no, we just knew him as the squawker.
And then at this point, we probably got a few more appetizers. I think it was sausage and croquettes.
Oh yeah, dude, I really like the croquettes. The croquettes were like mini meatballs. Meatball looking things covered in gravy.
I think so. Yeah. They were all weird, and British food's interesting. I like it, but
we learned what is good and what's not. Maybe avoid it.
Right, because then we got like weird little Reuben things.
I like the Reuben egg rolls. I think the weirdest thing that we had though was that sausage. The pastry sausage.
Right, yeah, it was just a sausage. It was 2 sausages wrapped in a pastry.
Wrapped in a pastry and then cut up so they're in edible bites,
and
but the sausages are still big.
And they were served with 2 kinds of mustard.
Yes. And my first bite, I stick my fork into it, and I go to bite it. The sausage falls out, so I just straight pastry and mustard, which isn't good.
Happy New Year.
But I was like, the pastry's good, and then I just ate the sausage by itself, and I was like, the sausage is good. But I was like, why are these 2 things together?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, the British people... They didn't do much. They just kind of stayed on their... Well, actually, they conquered a lot, but still.
Yeah, but we got freedom from them.
Yeah, that's true.
Fuck tea. It's a good thing one of the appetizers wasn't tea.
I like tea.
Yeah, fuck that, dude.
But like, I want to try like weird British food, like blood stuff.
They have blood stuff?
I think... Or they're like big on like liver, too.
Like blood scones?
I don't know. Is that a thing? Or
I don't
did you
know.
just put 2 words?
It sounds like it would be a good... Dude, what's wild is British people, I feel like they eat like hearty breakfasts.
They do.
Like I feel like
They
that
eat beans.
pastry sausage is like a breakfast.
Yeah, no, they eat beans. My parents are obsessed with British breakfast. It's all beans.
That's why you grew up probably obsessed, right? Because they were obsessed?
Maybe. I don't know.
Because you grew up obsessed with British
I
stuff.
was like one of those... There's a lot of those kids, I think.
But isn't that wild that like you grew up and then you're like, oh, I love the Royal Mile, and now like your fiance is the manager there?
No.
Like it's like, what the fuck?
Well, the 2 bars I wanted to drink at the day I turned 21 are now what she works at and what I work at.
Yeah, the best.
It's Uptown and Royal. Like my favorite bar is in Des Moines.
And they've been my favorite since I was 21.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's wild.
There are other good ones, but those are
We don't go to.
those are like the best ones. I just feel like home there, you know? I like arcade games and I like British pub.
Yeah.
British food.
Well, I like sitting at a bar and talking.
What's really nice is like at the Royal Mile, it's a restaurant. So it's not a bar. So one of my friends was like, is there a cover? No, it's a restaurant.
And your friend also was like, do you want me to keep it low key? And we were like, I don't know what that means for this.
It's New Year's. We're sitting at a table.
Yeah, you're fine.
You can bring whatever you want.
Tables.
Yeah, that's her job.
All right, but now it's 6 o'clock.
Yeah, so we've been here for...
And now it's British New Year.
Which is, dude, the bar... I've never seen the bar so packed.
No, it was...
You can't move.
And it was all old people.
Yes, all old people.
I was probably the youngest person drinking there.
Yeah, there was a child.
Oh, right, yeah.
In the
also,
audience.
But also all the servers are like in their early 20s.
Yeah, you were the youngest patron that was drinking alcohol.
Yeah.
There was... I bet some of the people on the drum line were younger.
Yeah.
But they were there to work.
All right, yeah, so a drum line came in along with bagpiper.
Yes.
And the weirdest part was the band this consisted of was all like older people and then like 5 young attractive people, which that blew my mind of like that they got really into this and it made me psyched.
They're part of like I forgot what it's
group.
called. It's like the British
club,
the bagpipe club or something like that. Dude, and it said like it on the drum. And I was like, I want to be a part of that. And they're wearing like the outfits.
And they were synchronized. It was incredible.
Yeah, and there were 2 young attractive girls playing the drums. And I was like, I was, based on where I was sitting, I was staring at one of them the entire time. And I wasn't...
She kept looking at us too.
I was watching the performance.
Right, yeah.
But it just so happened she was facing me too. So every time she'd like occasionally look up, and I'm like, I'm not staring at you.
You're doing something interesting.
Yeah. You're doing really cool drumming and spinning sticks and shit.
It's different when you're on a stage and you look at somebody or somebody looks at you because they can't actually see you.
Yeah.
But this was a well-lit bar.
Yeah.
So,
and I'm standing 7 feet away from her.
but the more distracting thing was the old man who was right behind them, which means against them.
Yeah, dude, this guy was my
It was just an
favorite.
old dude. And he was crying, but he was happy crying.
Yeah, he was happy crying every time they played a song. Like, wipe the tears away. But he was
With the
smiling
biggest
so.
smile. And I
It
was
made me laugh so hard.
no, because that's one where I'm like, if that's me in the future, I'm happy.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
No.
He had a full head of hair.
So
he had gorgeous
we
hair.
think mine has hair too.
Well, but it wasn't gorgeous hair.
No, it was
According-
more. It was greasier.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude,
no,
this-
this guy, he
this
had a
guy-
lion's mane.
I thought this guy, Izzy was like, that guy's drunk. But he was there till bar closed.
He was there with us, and we never talked to him. I wish he would have joined our table.
No, dude, that was wild. But I was like, I've never been so passionate about anything in my life. And he's like so passionate about bagpipes. I'm like, is this like your favorite type of music? Or did you lose your brother to bagpipes? Or like, what happened?
My
But
father died in a bagpipe accident.
But he was so happy. And so like they played bagpipes and then
They played like 10 songs, but the thing about bagpipe songs, they're all identical.
yeah, they all sound the same and they all start with like a drum
There
fill.
was one that sounded different.
And there's a few times they like waved and I was like, oh, they're done. And then drum roll back into it. And it made me so happy. What's wild is the bagpipes were on the stairs. So the bar is like 2 levels,
So
you
we
know?
could just hear it.
So we could just hear it and then just see the 2 people playing drums. And so you could just...
And then they could see us seeing them.
Yeah,
Because they
so
kept
it was
looking
weird
at
because
us.
we were like, "Is it done?" And then all of a sudden, oh, and I was clapping so hard. I was
they were much better at bagpipes than us.
I was so happy. And it was like, dude, it's 6 o'clock. We have 6 more hours to go.
And now from like 6 o'clock to like 9 o'clock was not a blur, but it happened quick, it seems.
I mean,
Because that's when people, after 6 is when people started joining us.
yeah, our friend Holly showed up at the end of the bagpipes.
Yes.
Which was nice. It was nice that we went early this year because we missed the bagpipes last year.
Exactly, yeah.
And I was so excited.
Next year, we're going to go there when they open.
Oh my God.
That would be so funny. If we spent
I think we have to up
from
the ante.
10 a.m. to 2 a.m.
I think we have to up the ante.
So he goes to work and we're already there.
How you doing? We're already drunk.
That's the concern.
I mean, dude, I was still able to walk at the end of the night.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I
For
was
spending 11 hours at a bar.
Yeah, I was
We
dr-
did pretty fucking
I was
good.
drunk, but I didn't get sick, and I was still able to walk.
And we weren't horribly hungover either.
I was a little hungover, but I wasn't. I've definitely been.
I remember the drive home.
Yeah, I've definitely been worse. It's not like I blacked out. Probably because we ate fucking 11 appetizers. I think that did help.
It did help, yeah.
I think that
They're
did help.
mostly weird meat and pastry based.
I think it did help, dude, with some bread.
Because I don't even know what the next notable moment was.
Well, so throughout the entire night, we ended up moving 3 different tables.
We did more than that.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
Well,
Because we started at the 2, and then we went to a bigger table, and then we went to the biggest table, and then we combined 2 tables later.
Oh, and then we went to the corner table for a second.
no, so that was in the middle.
Oh
That
my
was
God.
near the end. I don't know why we had that table or why we left
No,
that
remember
table.
we went in the corner booth?
Yeah.
For a little.
The big one, yeah. I
for
don't
a
know why
little-
we left.
Well, we were only there for a second.
Yeah.
And then a table opened up and we left again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I remember we moved to the second table because we needed more space because people were showing up eventually.
Yeah.
But then,
We had so many people show up for us.
but then Izzy was like, "Can you go give me food?"
Oh, right.
Yeah.
We went to Hy-Vee
So Jacob and I went on an adventure.
to a local grocery store called Hy-Vee.
Which is like a block away, so we walk there.
Yeah.
And we're just roaming around. I wasn't like drunk, but I was feeling good at this moment. You
yeah,
know?
we were silly.
Yeah, I was being silly.
'Cause-
And the vibe was way different.
Yeah.
Went from a packed bar to just nobody at the grocery store.
Yeah, and that grocery store is weird because currently they'll build a wall in the middle of it, I think to stop shoplifters.
Yeah, I don't know. So you
But
have to like walk around.
it's a wall of like alcohol boxes
It's a wall
too.
of like wine.
Yeah.
What
So you have to walk like all the way around. I think it's to stop people from grabbing alcohol and running out.
But I don't.
But also there's 3 exits in that place.
Yeah, I don't know what's gonna stop him. I don't know. But we got Izzy food, and then my friend Holly was there, and I was like, "Well, you're getting Izzy something. I might as well get Holly something to make it fair." And she's gay,
Which is important
Which
at
is
this point.
important. So then I got her a rainbow cake. because she's gay.
Yep.
And then and then there was a weird candy. Remember this candy?
I remember this. Yeah.
It was like a bunch of weird candy I'd never seen before. And there was a candied little Dundee.
Dundies, yeah.
From like The Office.
And what was
I was
the
like,
candy inside them? Like a weird like cherry.
it was like a weird cherry. They looked like Pez.
Yeah, I don't think they were good.
And it didn't come with an award at all. On the backdrop of the candy that I bought, it had like random Dundies that you could get.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, it's probably just random. No, there was nothing on the inside. It was just so stupid.
So when we get back, I then took it back from her, ran to the bar, and I guess I don't know if she likes this or not, but I wrote "best gay" on it.
I think she did like it.
I think she posted it on Snapchat.
Yeah.
And we'll post that photo here.
Did I take a screenshot of that?
I did.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Send it to me because I remember. So I gave her the Dundee, and I was like, "Oh, here's a Dundee
Yeah.
for you." And she was like, "Oh, thank you." And then I gave her the rainbow cake, and I was like, "Here you go, because you're gay." And she,
Get it?
Yeah. And she was like, "Oh, thank you." But then she did post it on her Snapchat. She's like, "I got a rainbow cake and a Dundee."
And then she posted and updated when I wrote "best,
Best
gay."
gay.
Yeah.
I think we tried giving that award to a few other people.
Well, I
throughout the
think
night.
it was a coveted award. It was really just an honor to be nominated.
Yeah, for best gay. Which is, but what's so funny is when we came back, there was more people at our table.
Right there was.
Yeah, and I was like, "When the fuck did you show up?"
Hey.
And then I was like, "Oh, great, you took our spots.
Yeah.
Those are our chairs."
So then we got a bigger table. I think we took a few more shots because also is this when Becca and Cody showed
Yeah,
up?
this
All
one
right,
Becca and Cody showed up.
Because Cody ordered a weird drink. There were mini beers.
Many beers, but it's a shot, and I've never heard of this.
No, because they were Guinness and then a cream poured on top of it. We have photos of it.
Yes.
Any photos for those listening? We will be posting any photos we took. Like
throughout this,
yeah,
they
throughout
kind
the
of
video,
line up with the story.
And then I guess we'll just post all the photos on our Instagram again.
We posted dude. If you follow us on Instagram, you saw our story.
You saw it. Yeah, we live Instagram storied our night.
And we both were doing it, so sometimes it just like was pure chaos.
Yep.
Because halfway through the night, we were like, we should probably post these on Instagram.
Yep.
And so we were like trying to catch
Both
up.
of us, yeah.
But yeah, the mini beers. I'm not a big fan of Guinness, but it is a
Me
British
neither.
pub, and the Guinness is
But I
bigger.
think the mini beers were
The
good.
mini beers were good, because it was, and they came in like the little cute
Yeah.
mini glasses.
You'll see photos here.
That is so. And then he ordered another.
He did lemon drops.
Lemon
a lot.
drops.
We did lemon drops throughout the rest. So for the rest of the
my-
story, will be kind of a mixture of it will not be in order. It'll be what we remember.
Well, here's what's wild is I remember when it was just us.
Yes.
And we were talking, and we were like eating the first appetizers. We kept being like, how the fuck are we gonna and what are we gonna talk about?
And then all of a sudden,
it
was like
it's bar closed.
Yeah.
And I was like,
no, bar
I was
closed
like,
came
holy shit.
quick.
Holy shit.
Because also we were there way past bar close.
Yeah. Well, because he had to close the bar.
And then her bartender kept trying to kick us all out.
And no, that's all right. don't put us outside. It's cold out.
I did ask Izzy, like, were we okay? Were we annoying? Were we well liked? And she was like, no, you guys were great.
We weren't destructive.
I don't think so, except for
We did have
bring,
fireworks.
we did bring little like those poppers,
Which
And
is
I don't-
gunpowder.
I don't remember setting them off, but I think all of them got spent.
Yeah, I got hit in the mouth with one. My friend Becca lit one off right in my face.
Uh,
I was like, what the hell?
all right. We didn't mention Cody's last name, so can we talk about Cody?
Yeah, we probably should, just to give some context.
This is the best guy ever.
He's fantastic.
he
dude.
is-
I'm glad we're Snapchat friends with him.
Yeah, I have like 4 new Snapchat friends, and I know who 2 of them are.
Yeah, I got Ian and Cody's.
We got a few more, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think I did.
Okay,
it must have
well,
been
I
when,
did.
It must have been when you were gone on your adventure.
Right, we'll get to that too. All right. So Cody, the best person ever. We won't say a last name, but
I don't even know his last name.
no, me neither. This man found out on Christmas Eve. You take it away.
They got married this year, so they've been married for 6 months.
Yeah.
And
then she was cheating on him, and then
just quit talking to him and
her-
Becca.
who was her best friend.
Yeah. So she kind of just went off the walls.
So he was dealing with that all night,
And-
for only a week.
yeah, not even.
Yeah.
I guess it was a week. Yeah, I guess it was a week.
6 to 7 days.
Christmas to New Year's Eve. And at first when he showed up, he was quiet and so I was like trying to like talk to him. I was
Yeah.
like, what's your favorite movie?
But
You know?
also, you kept making ex-wife jokes.
That was after. That was after I got him talking. And
That was after he made the first ex-wife joke.
Yeah. And that was after he bought us like a bunch of shots.
But before, he kept being like, hey, do you want to see her? And
yeah, he kept showing us photos of her.
But God, he was the best dude.
He's awesome, dude.
At one point, I was like, dude, fucking brag to me. He was like, do you know I make over 6 figures now? I'm like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Rock star,
And he
dude.
kept telling me
He
shit.
showed us his bike.
Yeah. I do remember his bike.
remember
He's a
his
great
bike?
ass bike. Also, good looking dude.
Yeah, very hot.
Yeah.
6 figures, tall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Attractive.
Where are the ladies at?
Well,
People go after Cody.
He found some ladies.
Yeah, that's true. It didn't work out.
So he saw a table of 2 attractive women, and he was like, I'm going to buy them 3 shots, 1 for me. And unfortunately, he told my lady to go take that he wanted to do that. And she claims that she clarified which table to go to.
I think she did, but the table that he was talking to was right behind the table that she went to.
So he bought probably lemon drops again,
Yeah.
or something like that for a table of girls. And then Izzy takes it to a table with 2 girls and 2 guys. But she brought 3 shots.
Yeah. And then it was like, that guy over there bought you shots. Which is so and then it just cuts to him. Hi. But he's also like, fuck, that's the wrong table.
And also 3 shots for 4.
And my thing is like, if I got the table, why did one person not get a shot? Be like, so he just doesn't like one of us?
But which one?
Yeah, then the table would fight about it. That's actually a great bit, dude.
Well, no, because the issue is, my issue with it is that I didn't know about that after it happened.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, that's all I'd be doing for the rest of the night.
Be like, see that table of 2? Buy him one shot.
Don't say who it's for.
Just put it in the middle of the table and say, that guy bought you guys a shot. Because then they'd be like, who gets it?
Yeah.
You want to split it?
Also, what is it?
Dude, also doing a group of 4 and buying 3.
3 is
that's
so
like,
funny.
because you're like, you can't even split that evenly. Like, that's so funny.
Everyone gets 3 sips.
Pass it around. Oh, that was so funny, dude.
But no, he's my favorite dude ever now.
Yeah, dude, he kept saying, come over and drink with me. I have really good whiskey. You remember that?
Yeah, because he makes over 6 figures.
Yeah, so
and he
it's
has a
like,
motorcycle.
Let's go over to his house and ride his motorcycle and drink his whiskey.
And not tell him about this podcast. No, we love him though.
Oh, yeah, I want him.
He's my favorite.
I want him to
person.
be my new friend, dude. I bet he's good with a bow and arrow.
Oh, I bet he is too. We'll get back to that later.
Yeah, stay tuned for that.
All right, what else happened this night?
Oh my god. Okay, so
all right,
time starts to go really fast.
And back and forth. I don't know what happened when at this point.
I do have a.
We did a lot of lemon drop shots. We did a few bombs, which I'm very against because I hate bombs.
Well, and also at some point in the night, I was like, who wants to do a Jaeger bomb?
Which I did not say yes, I don't think.
Did you do one?
I don't think so because I
bought 2 rounds of them.
2 rounds?
I think I convinced Becca to do it.
Ugh.
Becca and I did because she's like, I'll do it if you give me a water. And I was
right.
like, absolutely.
so-
and then I think Jaden did one with me.
Sure. Becca doesn't listen to this podcast anymore. What was Becca's highlight of the year?
Oh yeah, because we were going around. She said, "Dick."
Put it big on the screen.
Dick. Because we were going around. We were like, "What's everyone's highlight of the year?" And she just goes, "Dick."
And she started it, so I think that's all. We didn't keep going after
No,
that.
so we kept going. So we kept bringing up.
And then she got mad that we kept bringing up dick.
You're the one that said it.
Yeah.
Say someone else did.
Yeah. Your highlight was dick.
And that's okay. If you just embrace it.
You're putting all those words on the screen.
Yeah. Dick. Embrace
it. Embrace dick.
Boom, boom. God, that's going to be so much editing.
All right, because at this point, our buddy Jaden was showing up.
Dude, I think he showed up at like 11.
There's no way. He had to show up before that. I remember him a lot that night.
I think it was 11 to 2. He was only here for like the last 3 hours. Because I don't think he had any appetizers. And I don't think he sat down at all with us. Did he?
I don't fucking know.
Because I just remember standing up for a lot of the last night.
Yeah.
A lot of the last part of it.
All right, but what were some of the other stories from that night?
I do remember, so when we were sitting at our second table, and it was like, I'd say probably 7:30, Jacob went to the bathroom, and he came back, and he's like, I just sent Izzy a photo of my butt.
Oh, no, that's right after we got back from High V. That's how, so that would be the second table. So that's how I let her know I was back in the bar.
So he's like, I just sent a photo of an Izzy in my butt, and I was like, Izzy, yeah. And I was like, let me see.
And I showed you.
And then I was like, oh, nice butt.
No, your response was, did you shave?
Oh, yeah, because it was shiny.
Apparently I have a hairless ass. I don't know if we can post that or not.
It probably not.
You can probably blur out the crack.
But then I'll have to show
Put a little sticker.
I don't want to
over-
do mine.
Well, you're gonna now because
Oh, God. Yeah, because then a few hours later, in my mind, I was scheming the entire time.
scheming.
I was like, well, I've seen Jacob's butt. It's the bro
It's
code.
time, yeah.
You gotta show him your butt.
Yeah.
So remember, I went to go take a piss in the bathroom, like at the urinal, and then I was like, well, I can't take it at the urinal, so then I stepped into a stall, and the bathroom was empty at this point. As soon as I step into the stall and I'm taking the photo, like 4 people come in the bathroom,
Including me.
and Jacob's one of them.
And I'm talking to people.
Yeah, and I'm not in there I'm just in there to take a photo. So I took a photo.
I wish the flash was on. Like I just noticed, like on the ceiling and on the floor below. Just Jesus.
So I just took this photo, and I was like, I could hear your voice. I was like, I can't send it right now. So I closed my
Because
phone.
then I would knock.
So I closed my phone on it. I walked out. I was like, hey, what are you doing? And then I went back to the table. And then as soon as I got to the table, I opened my phone privately and then sent it.
And then I screenshotted it.
Yeah.
And you know, every person we added on Snapchat, I sent them my butt and your butt immediately. And you know, none of them responded.
We kept being like, now you got to send us your butt.
Yeah, and no one did.
Ian sent me a photo of his thighs.
Did he?
Yeah, because he went to the bathroom and he looked like he was taking a shit, so it was a photo from like down. So I just saw his thighs and his pants and his ankles.
It'd be funny if just his dick was in it. It was just like, oh,
I don't
like,
know you.
Oh my god.
I see what you're up in the ante. I see what you're doing.
All right, let me hop in that stall.
But I've never taken a photo of my butt before like that. It was like a weird, like, because it's a weird angle. But I was trying to recreate your photo. Is that something you do often? Send a photo?
I've done it before.
That's a great bit.
Well, also because back on a single, one of my lines was like, I have a tattoo on my ass. And everyone's always like, see it. And then I would send it and I'd be like, all right, now you. And that's a great way to get a photo,
Oh,
a good
get a-
photo of a girl's butt.
Get a butt photo.
Because also I know our buddy Jaden has an ass tattoo and I told him that trick. He was like, that's great.
Well, what if I lie? Be like, hey, send me a photo of your butt. I'll send you a photo of my butt.
No, you have to send your butt.
Oh, you gotta
first.
start.
Yeah. Because
What if I just take a photo of my butt and then draw something on Snapchat on it?
sure. Because guy butts are funny. Girl butts are hot.
Yeah. It's just I remember that.
Yeah.
That was a wild moment. I just a lot of shots.
I don't think I have any other notes before midnight. Because I do remember midnight. I remember a part of midnight. I don't remember it being midnight, but I know
so
something
let's-
that
'cause
happened.
I think the next thing I remember is after midnight because I don't remember midnight at all.
Hold this one.
The only reason I remember midnight, so Izzy and I kissed. And then
Did
also,
did you remember?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, no, I only know this because she's
Because
also
she told you.
So her and I kissed, and then her and her coworker, who's also our friend Charlotte, I think pretended to kiss. And then so me and Charlotte's boyfriend Ian actually kissed.
Damn.
And then I think Izzy and Charlotte actually kissed too.
Where the fuck was I?
You were at the table.
At midnight? We didn't do like a countdown?
I don't know if we did a countdown or if all of a sudden we were like, oh shit, it's midnight.
I don't remember it, but I do remember the bar was not as packed for America midnight.
No, versus British midnight.
Versus 6 p.m.
Yeah.
midnight, which is wild. I do remember that our friend Holly left before midnight.
Yes.
She went to go across. So there's 2 downtown areas
Junctions.
in Des Moines. There's the East Village and then there's Court
Court.
Ave. And what separates it is a little bit of walk and like
3 bridges.
and like a bridge.
well, one bridge, but then you can take 3 different
yeah. And
bridges.
it crosses over a
river.
river. So she walked. I think she might have taken an Uber to the East Village because it is a little bit of a walk because she was going to go meet a girl and she just
At a
recently
gay bar.
she was just
And-
recently single.
And voted best gay.
Yeah, so I
so
was
she
like-
had to go flaunt.
And
I
so-
wish she would have been like, everybody.
I'm best gay because me. Yeah, I don't know where her word went, but she left
me
to do
neither.
that because she was recently single, and I was like, yeah, freaking go for it. We'll be here
She's on the hunt for some cunt.
If I was gay, I'd say it. If I was like lesbian, I'd say that.
Yeah, you're
I guess I'm
straight and you can't say
I guess
that.
I can say that.
But they won't like it as much.
No.
I feel like it's better if you have one.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
It's my favorite cuss word.
Yeah.
It pierces the air.
Yeah.
Yeah, freaking badass. But after midnight, I don't even remember where I was or what I was doing, dude. I was wandering around.
Also, I
stayed at the bar.
because I did not know you did this either.
Yeah. So
but also, I did something similar that you didn't know.
I think this happened. We both just laughed.
Apparently, but not at the same time.
No.
Nor did we talk. I don't think I told anybody when I left.
I didn't either. I just started. I think I was outside. I think
Just suddenly.
Well, I think I was outside because there's like a patio at the row mile, and I think like Jaden was there at this point, and like I was hitting his pen a few times.
I know Jaden was there for me because he gave me something too.
Oh yeah, so I think I was hitting his weed pen, and so I was getting a little high. And then I think my friend Holly called me, and I was like, "Oh, well, what are you doing? Like it's after midnight." And she was like, "Are you guys still at the row mile?" And like she was like crying, and like, "Oh," I was like, "What's going on?" And then so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna come back and hang out with you guys. And I was like, I'll come get you. And I just started walking.
I wish you would have just ran.
No, I was like on the phone, just like, where are you? And like I'm walking past. I'm like speed walking because I'm like, I'm gonna get you
with a purpose.
I'm gonna like catch you.
I hope people like heard you on the phone. I'm gonna come get you.
I'm saving you.
No, I meant like they think you're threatening.
I'm gonna come get you. I'm gonna find you. But then I remember I get to the bridge and I like cross the bridge, which means I'm like over halfway there. And like she's like, I'm at the bridge, and I'm like, you're not at my bridge because there's three different bridges.
Yeah.
So I just start yelling. I'm like, where are you? And then I realized she's like
yelling all across the river, just
hey! Yeah, exactly. But so she was on like the third bridge. I was on the first bridge, so we were 2 blocks apart.
Yeah.
So then I was like, okay, you walk towards me. I'm like yelling, but also on the phone so she can still hear me.
So it's delayed when it gets to
But it turns out that I don't want to reveal too much secrets, but she got rejected, which sucks. You know, she went there to go see a girl, and then a girl didn't kiss her, so that really sucks. And like, so she was upset about that. So I was like, I'm gonna save you, and I felt like I was on a rescue mission.
You were on a rescue mission.
I saved her, brought her back to the bar, gave her, threw her to their friends. Well, not threw her, but like, like Becca was there.
Yeah,
I think she hugged Izzy.
Sure.
And then I was just like, I saved a princess. Like that's what I felt like. I was just in like a drunken, happy mood.
And then you saw me, and what was my first line to you?
Yeah, Jacob just randomly comes up to me and he goes, I'm on an upper.
So,
yeah, dude, and I was like, what? Because I was excited. I just got back from a mission, and then you just come up to me, I'm on an upper. And I was like, what the fuck happened?
So, my version of that moment.
I don't know how, dude, it's
those
wild.
20 minutes. Well, because we know mine was at least because I took a timestamp.
Oh, you have a timestamp on yours?
Because I saved 4 different versions of the same photo.
Okay.
And you'll post them all when I...
You have 4 different versions of it?
Because I use different filters.
Oh my God.
So my thing that I did is I talked to Jaden, and he gave me a Zyn.
Yeah, which is a nicotine pouch.
Which is something I wanted to try because, I was just Zynin and Sinnin.
Sinnin and Sinnin. Copyrighted.
I came up with that.
He did the day after.
Yeah.
When you were hungover.
Zynin and Sinnin.
Say it.
Zinning and sinning.
No, you didn't say it the right way.
Sinnin and Sinnin. That's it. We did it, folks. This is it. You heard it here first. Jacob, you did good. Good job.
But so apparently he gave me a Zyn, and then I just took off.
Yeah, because those things are rippers, dude. Yeah. I've done it a few times, and they just. Whoo.
I want to try it again.
Well, dude, I bet when you're drunk, it felt good.
Well, so my only memory of doing that was I vaguely.
How did you even?
I vaguely remember taking something out of my lip because I didn't.
You don't even remember putting it in?
No, nor do I remember him giving it to me. I just vaguely remember
how
being
does that
like
come up?
taking it out, and then I asked him the next day, like, it's like, did I have this? He was like, probably. Because he didn't remember. Well, because also I said, I think I did this last night. And then you told me that I did.
Yeah. And then you were like, I don't know where I got it from. And Jaden was like, oh, I probably gave it to you. Because he had like them in his pockets.
So what I did was I went out into the streets. I think I did a couple laps.
You just started walking.
I think I just kind of felt hot. And then I saw a group of 3 guys sitting around talking. So I just saddled up. And I just started talking to 3 of the dudes. I was like, hey, dude, what's the plan tonight? And they were talking to me about...
It's after midnight.
No, and they don't like me. And it is very obvious. But I'm like, I'm going to win them over. It's fine. So
I bet you told everybody, I'm on an upper. I bet that's what you did.
Probably.
People are like, this guy's on coke. Because no one calls a nicotine pouch an upper. Nobody does. especially post midnight. Like, this guy's coked out.
Nope, just a Zyn and a bunch of dumb shots. But I am trying to befriend these guys. One of them, like, I think I win one of them over, but the leader doesn't like me.
Oh.
And they're like, they were telling me where they're heading next. And I think it was in West Glen, which is West Des Moines. I was like, nah, dude, fuck that. And I was like telling them like not to do that. And I think I was trying to bring them back to the mile, which they would not have enjoyed.
No, they would have been like, what is this?
But I don't know how. I talked to them I had a full conversation with them.
It's insane.
Where I am just I am vomiting words. Just I'm adding on to.
I've seen you like this with strangers,
Yeah.
and like I know exactly.
It's so funny
because you go, these people don't matter.
they're not real to me because
And you're like, I'm just gonna make a story.
I will never. I'm giving them a story.
Yeah. You have such a great attitude when you're drunk and freaking on uppers.
Also, I think it's funny to say shit to strangers that doesn't matter to me, but they will remember for a very long.
They're probably talking on their podcast right now about you.
Yeah, and it was 3 guys alone post midnight, so they did not have a great New Year's Eve.
Oh,
obviously,
obviously.
Yeah, because also they're standing out in the cold and like they didn't have a plan. I probably hung out with them till their Uber came. I don't know,
Jesus.
or I just
Or you're
walked
just like,
away.
bye.
Which
I'm on upper. I gotta move.
Which I know. Actually, I don't know if my next move to them was the next spot I went, or if I did anything else and annoyed any other people.
Yeah, because you were flying solo at this point.
Yeah,
you were by yourself.
which I knew was my plan, but I don't remember you leaving.
It's so scary.
And we didn't leave together.
No, we did.
So I
think I was outside first and left, and then you went outside to talk to like or find me or think, and then you saw Jaden or something, and then you were like,
I think the moment I got a Zyn in my lip, I just started walking. But my next step was, I guess, sneaking into one of the more popular bars in Des Moines, which had I think probably like a $10 cover.
yeah, it's like an actual bar,
which does and they were like giving away like $1,000 that night or something. So I bet they had a ridiculous cover. And I just walked with a pack of girls into the bar.
Oh my God.
And like, so they didn't stop us because I went into their side door where they don't ID and everything. But I just walked
You
in
just
with
followed
them.
them
Yeah.
in.
Yeah. I used them as like a smoke screen.
You're like, yeah, I'm with them.
And then I'm just dancing at this bar.
Yeah, dude, he said it
At a club.
at a shitty bar that I like hate.
So we hate this bar because it used to be Vaudeville Muse, which
It used
was
to be a venue.
the best venue in Des Moines. It's the first place I ever performed live.
It's where I saw so many shows there when I was a kid.
Yeah, it was one of our favorite spots
Yeah.
in Des Moines. And then,
It's a great dive
And then
bar
it went
venue.
under during COVID and got sold to this shitty bar called The District, which we both fucking
also,
hate.
I hate Court Avenue bars
Besides the mile.
besides the mile.
They're
Everything
all
else on,
gross and clubby and failing.
they're
But-
just like douchebag bars.
Yeah, and then so I went into the douchiest of the douchebag bars, and I am dancing. And it is great. It's New Year's Eve. It's,
Jacob loves to dance.
what time is it? Because I have the photo, and I know I took.
I'm guessing 12:45.
It's sooner than that.
So it was right after me. It's like right after you kiss Izzy, you go bye.
Yep.
You probably told Ian.
It is 12:25 a.m.
12:25. So real
and
quick.
I am here. And it is from the photos you can see it's all women.
Yeah, it's
And
packed.
I am just dancing and not
I
even.
bet
like-
you're flailing arms.
No, I'm not club dancing. I'm not trying to grind or anything.
I bet
'cause
you're
fuck
flailing
that.
arms.
I am just fucking. I'm pumping elbows. I'm
Yeah.
probably bending my knees weird
Probably
like
doing
I
some
did.
kicks.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, get off the dance floor.
Stop.
Come on, an upper. Let's go.
And then I don't remember ending up back at the bar, but apparently I sent people a bunch of photos of me at this club because I thought it was so funny
Yeah, I
that
had no
just
idea.
snuck
And I was
in.
like, why the fuck did you go to another bar? You're like, I don't know.
Yeah, just because I saw
The photo is hilarious. It's so funny, dude.
because
It's so funny because it's just you so happy in just a bar full of people.
I wonder what would have happened if someone stopped me and be like, "Hey, no, you need to pay a cover." I probably would have ran.
Yeah, you'd probably be like, never mind.
Just like I probably would have scurried or tried to snuck.
I bet you were like, I'm gonna try and be sneaky here, and it worked.
Like it was a plan. Like I saw.
But also, post midnight, there probably is no cover.
I don't know. It was packed.
It was packed. That's wild to me. And I remember getting back, and then I think I did a few more shots, which was wild. And then all of a sudden, I was feeling good, and I was like talking to people, and it was like so great. And then all of a sudden, people were like, "Close your tabs."
Yeah, get out of here. Well, also because
Yeah, here's the weird part.
you and I paid when we did our last food order.
Yeah, because we were switching hosts or servers. We
Yeah.
were switching servers. So we ordered the last round of food real quick, and we bought all the food and we split it because we got the discount, and then we got the discount halved again.
Our combined total was over like $202.
Yeah, for all the appetizers and the drinks we had at this point.
A night of drinking, which included buying
rounds of shots, which is incredible. So then split it in half. So I spent $120 that night. Not bad.
Yeah, same. Because I think we each gave like $20 as a tip.
I closed my tab at this is like 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
I keep drinking. I'm doing shots. I'm doing all kinds of things. At bar close, they're like, close your tab. And I'm like, I try multiple times and they go, you don't have a tab.
Right, yeah, and I talk to people.
And I'm like, but I've been ordering drinks.
I don't know.
I haven't been paying for them.
Yeah, I don't know who got stuck with all that.
Who paid them? I even was like, are you sure?
Because we don't want to get in trouble with this bar because we love this bar.
But I was trying so hard to because I was like, I know I owe more money.
Yeah,
because I bought rounds of Jaeger bombs.
True.
Shots, beers.
Yeah, who got stuck with that?
Sometimes I went up to the bar by myself and asked for it. And then Charlotte was our server, so she took the order.
Yeah.
Who did she give it to?
I don't
Oh my god. Because I was like, damn, I had a cheap night, I guess.
No, $120.
And we both didn't have a second tab.
No. And I asked Izzy, like, hey, because I don't want to get in trouble. Are we fine? She's like, there was nothing.
How?
I don't know.
Who got stuck with it?
And I think...
But thank you.
So I think past 12:30, whenever I got back to the bar, was the night where then I started jumping to groups of people and just having trying to have good talks with people, which means I was probably just vomiting words at them.
Well,
and
yeah,
they were
because you
just
went upstairs for a long time.
Yeah, I had some good talks with people upstairs because friend of the bartender up there and her boyfriend was there. Had a good talk with him.
I was up there for a little bit, but then you were getting deep, and I was like, I'm gonna go downstairs.
And also, I don't know if they wanted me to get deep.
I don't even know what you were just engaged.
I was being it was very much of I'm just speaking from the heart here, and I probably kept saying that.
And you kept going, I'm on an upper.
Wait, I really want to try a Zen again.
How long do you think you had it in your mouth? Because
probably 10 minutes.
Yeah, because I put it in and then I got to take it out immediately because it just flushes me over.
And I knew it hit me because I remember.
Well, that's probably why you went on a walk because you're like, I'm hot as fuck. You start sweating.
And I think I wanted an adventure, which I got.
And I got an adventure too. I love going on an adventure.
too.
I saved the fucking princess, the best gay princess.
Yeah, and I fucked with 3 douchebags.
It's like a new bar.
Yeah.
I do remember when we were, this was a little bit earlier tonight, when we were at the second table. I think it was right after we got done doing our mini beers.
Okay.
This old person came up to the table. Do you remember this?
Was it the guy?
The guy?
The one who squawked?
No.
Okay.
It was a different guy. He was stopping by every table and he was like, I have an extra ticket to the Civic Center.
Right. I do remember that.
He's like, I don't want it to go to waste, but there's a show tonight.
You're like, do you want to go see The Wiz?
Yeah, there's a play tonight. It's
No.
New Year's Eve.
And also, we're all God.
And he had one extra ticket.
God, if I wasn't dating Izzy, I might have gone and just lost my mind at that spot.
That's so weird. They had a show on New Year's Eve, though.
Yeah, that is. I do remember that, though.
Yeah, because he's just, I just have one extra ticket. I don't want to go to waste.
God, if he had 2 and we were in the right, if we both had Zinzin, we would have gone.
All right, we'll see you guys later. People came to the bar for us, and we go to the Wiz
For 2 hours. That would have been incredible.
I'm sure the show ended before midnight. We would have.
Yeah, no.
We're just sitting there
Probably 8 to 10.
We're
Yeah.
just sitting. Yeah, because I'm sure he was it's last minute. You got to leave
That
now.
would have been incredible.
Yeah, because it's walkable from. It's right there.
You could have run. Yeah, it was closer than you went.
Oh my god. Yeah, it was a wild night. It was so so fun.
And then, so now we're at bar close. Let's just because I don't think I have any more stories till then.
I don't know. I just remember having a blast.
Who knows? Yeah,
and hanging out with people. I think I had great. I think I had great friend time.
I think we did good all night. I think so.
I looking back, I'm like, was I just so hammered? And was anybody else on my level? Or was I just being an idiot?
I think I was on your level. I don't know if anyone else was.
But then I'm like, Jaden was like, yeah, I didn't drink much last night. I was like, what?
He was able to deal. He didn't.
I guess he was.
I think he had a good night with us. But apparently, bar closed. So we're at 2:45 at this point.
Oh yeah.
I think I did it. I invited everybody back to our house.
Yeah, everybody's like, let's go party. You were like, let's go party.
Luckily and unfortunately, one person took us up on this offer.
And rode with us home.
No, and this is a guy I had never met. I didn't even recognize him throughout that night.
No, I don't know where he came.
I don't know if he was at our table.
I don't know, dude. I just the first time I met him was in the backseat of the car, and I was like, "What's your name?"
Well, and
I don't think I'd ever talked to him in my life.
No, and for me, it was I looked in the backseat. I was like, "Oh, what?" That,
Who is that?
it's us, you, and one other guy.
And just another dude. And I think there was plans that other people were going to come over.
No,
Luckily, they didn't.
People texted Izzy of like, hey, I'm ready to go. What's the address? And luckily, we were. So I don't know if this guy expected him, but we took him back to our place, and then all of us went to sleep.
Yeah, we went to bed
We
immediately.
smoked a little bit of
We went to bed
and then
immediately.
passed out. So he is in our living room, and like we took a bed out for Robert.
Yeah, I was sleeping on the bed, and then he just sleeps in the recliner, but he can't figure out how to use a recliner.
No, so yeah, he sleeps in a recliner. There's a couch in the other room.
Yeah, dude.
There's a couch.
He walked by the couch when he
there's a
walked
couch 10 feet away from him. And so I vaguely forget this too, but I wake up at 8 a.m. because it's Monday, so my alarm goes off.
Oh, did it go off?
Yeah, and I wake up in bed alone. And so I'm like, where the fuck is Izzy? So I then go downstairs to pee, because also just it's 8 a.m.
And
I have
you're
to pee.
awake.
And I see Izzy in bed next to you.
What the fuck?
So I kick at her and she wakes up all pissy. I'm like,
What are you doing?
look where you're at. I'm like, because one conversation we had on when we were upstairs, I'm like, you are so lucky. I am so aware of the situation that happened that you had to pee in the middle of the night. You went downstairs and we'd slept in the downstairs
Yeah, because the bed was just there.
Yeah, and we'd been working on the living room, so I think we just slept in that the night before. Like, because I woke up New Year's Eve or New Year's Day with you in bed with my best friend.
Yeah. Which I don't, dude. I passed out.
No, the two of you weren't cuddling or anything.
No,
Because you sleep like just straight, and then she was curled up on the other end. And I like have to kick her awake. And also, I looked to my left, and there's a dude on
you don't know.
and he's curled like up in the recliner. Post a photo here
You took a photo of him
with the caption of "Who the fuck."
I don't even remember his Thomas. Is that his name?
I think so. So he just sleeps in a ball.
Yeah, because he couldn't figure out how to recline the chair, so he's laying sideways in a recliner, like curled up.
So I walked down the living room. You and Izzy are in bed together, and he is curled up in a
You're
chair.
like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, because I wake.
Is he like sleepwalking or like?
Well, she was half awake because she
Oh,
was
so
probably
she was just
drunk
like-
or high, like and woke up like that, but had to pee.
And then was just like, oh, this is where the bed
Yeah,
is.
this is the bed. Yeah.
Fall asleep.
So I was like, "You're so lucky. I understood the situation."
You could
So
have woke up just, what the fuck?
just with a gun.
It's the Nazi gun.
I don't
Who
have
the hell?
I don't have a Nazi gun. I have a Nazi knife. I have a Civil War gun.
Okay, he pulls out the Nazi knife.
Yeah, there
Who
you
the hell? But then because you guys go back to bed.
Yes.
I'm freaking still passed out because I think I fell asleep watching Community.
Yep.
And we drank for fucking 10 hours straight.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, I hear front door open because you have a security alarm. And Jaden comes walking in.
Because he has a key to my house, I guess.
And I'm just like, oh, hello.
Because apparently we told him to do this.
Well, because he was going to come over the night
Apparently.
and just party with us, but we went straight to bed. But he brought donuts, and I was like so hungover. I was like, I guess I got to get out of bed now.
Because I.
Thanks for the donuts, Jaden.
Yeah, thank you. Finally.
Jaden was supposed to be on this episode, but
He got sick the day after New
well,
Year's.
we were going to record it on New Year's Day.
Right. All right. So now we're on New Year's Day. I come downstairs because you guys are giggling a lot. Well, Jaden has a very loud giggle.
He does.
So I come downstairs, and then it's you, Jaden, and Thomas.
Who we don't know. But it's still us three are hanging out.
But also, we don't know him, but also, great guy.
Yeah. Just hung out with us.
Hung out with him. He's great.
Very
like,
chill.
nothing against him. We just did not know him.
Didn't
Then.
know.
Is he? Apparently, he's a regular at the bar. So
It
is he?
doesn't mean she knows him. Just him.
But I
That
just
was his New Year's, dude. He slept at some random girl's house.
at some on a chair.
He's like, he woke up and he's like, my neck hurts.
I fucking bet. It's like, you guys didn't do anything to me, right? Because I feel so bad if he expected a party, which apparently
Well, I
we
think
promised.
I think he did.
Yeah.
And I was going back with you guys because I left with you
Yeah,
guys.
the
and
plan
I
was for you to sleep here
Yeah, and I was-
because we were going to spend 11 hours at a bar.
Yeah. And then this guy was just here.
and he was here till like probably 2 p.m.
Yeah, and I was just hanging out with Jaden and then occasionally talking to him, but not really.
Well, 'cause
Mostly just talking to Jaden.
I don't know him.
Yeah, there's nothing to talk. And Jaden and I we do bits all the time. So
Yeah.
this guy is just like, what is going on?
The funniest thing was after a while, he's like, oh, I think my ride's here. I'm going to head out. And then at this point, I turned to you. I'm like, do you know him? And you were like, no. And then Jaden's like, wait, what?
Jaden goes, you don't know that? And we go, no, we have no idea who that guy is.
He was just in the back seat. I don't remember him getting in the car. I don't know why he got in the car. I'm fine that he did. Like, nothing against
Did
this
he
man.
ever hang out at the table with us?
I don't know. Or did we just grab him at
Or
the
was
end?
he just...
And we were just like, we're having a party. And then we go to bed. So I don't know. But then he leaves and we're all like being like, I don't fucking know him. And then Jane's like, did you guys... If you think about it, like, do you think he's just on the other side of the door and he just has like a single
He's just
tear?
crying.
Yeah.
He's like, I would try to make new friends. Like his mom picks him up.
And she's like, did you make any friends today? And he's just...
Not really.
He's such a nice guy. He didn't do
Just
anything
goes
wrong.
home, cries. He goes, I had such a shitty New Year's. Thought I was going to make new friends, and then they made me sleep on a chair.
I
Didn't recline.
because I talked to him and was like, there's like, I made sure he knew that like there's a couch right there.
He also could have slept on the other side of the bed next to
Well,
me.
no, Izzy took that.
Yeah, but not initially.
Oh no, I wonder when she did that. Because I woke up alone. I was like, where the fuck could she be?
You woke up in a panic, in
Well,
a frenzy. Because it was 8 a.m.
Yeah.
And we went to bed at 4.
Probably, yeah.
Because we didn't leave till 2:45.
Yeah, so home at 3, and we smoked. I imagine we hung
We
out.
went to bed pretty quick, though.
Yes.
Like, so maybe 3:30.
Yeah, but still.
But I think I watched like 5 minutes of Community.
And then gone.
And then I was gone.
The TV upstairs was just on. So that means I turned it on, didn't even click on anything, and passed out.
Oh, so you didn't even
No, it was on the main menu still.
You didn't even get to the point of turning today.
But yeah, I was going to watch
I
Community.
think you started to turn something on for us and then gave me the remote to like pick something.
I vaguely remember that.
And then so I was like, all right, Community.
Yeah,
it
save
was like
that.
what you guys were watching already. So
Yeah.
it was like the first thing. I was
Yeah.
like, that's a great show.
and then I wonder how long he was just like, fuck.
Well, you told me the next date. What was your fear? Yeah, dude, this is the funniest thing.
All right, so the thing is, I don't know a person. I don't assume they're the worst person ever, but I have a fear that they're the worst person
Well,
ever.
because, yeah, it's a stranger in your
And
house.
he's in my house, and like
Yeah.
we have nice stuff. Like we don't.
You have oddities.
We're not rich, but we have things that are like worth a lot for some reason because my grandpa left them and shit like that,
Oh, you're talking about the Nazi knife?
or the gun. Like we have
Also
gun.
records, you know.
Oh yeah, we have stuff to steal. 'Cause
Yeah.
We have a lot of things.
Yeah.
But also we have 4 cats. And my biggest fear, and I brought this up to you, is like, I don't know, like what if he came here and was just like stomping cats?
You showed this to me and I'm hungover and you go, stomping cats?
That's a horrible thing you could do.
Why would you think anybody would come in your house and stomp your cats? Oh, you got cats? Let me start stomping them. What the fuck? Who stomps cats?
So now I think-
I get if you're like, oh, they're gonna be mean to my cats or they're gonna kick them. No, stomp them. Dude, just fucking
now
murders your
we
cat.
have house rules like clean up after yourself and don't stomp the cats.
Don't stomp the cats. I
Live-
would love it.
Live, laugh, don't stomp cats.
I would love if you made it with like the
That's
fancy
yeah.
cursive font
Have my dad engrave something.
and just have it on the wall. When you
Live,
walk.
laugh, and don't stomp cats.
People go, did that happen?
No.
Almost. You go. It almost,
Luckily, not. He read the sign.
we had to stop him.
He comes over the next time. And I'm like, that's because of you.
And he goes, what did I do? I was a nice guest. I was quiet. I sat in a
No,
chair.
he was a great guy. He didn't make a peep. I don't even think he used the blanket,
No, dude, he did.
which there was a box of blankets
And
next to
also,
him.
he didn't eat any of the donuts. I think he did have a Gatorade, because he was
Yeah.
hungover. But he didn't eat any of the donuts. He just didn't. I don't even think he used the bathroom. Like he was just like so respectful and quiet.
Worried of stomping cats. Like, I'm gonna wash my step every time.
God, it was so funny because Jada was like, "You don't know him." He's like, "I've been hanging out with this guy for 4 hours. You don't know him?"
And we're like, we've been hanging out with him. I don't even know how many hours.
I fucking slept in the same room as him. Didn't
Yeah, what if he stomped you? You wouldn't have liked that.
Yeah, that would have been mean. But that was, dude, it was a great New Year's.
It was probably my favorite so far.
It was badass. Because the last New Year's we just hung out at the table and talked all night, which was wild. It is so wild.
Like
Once you have
last New Year's was good too.
Yeah,
it was weirder.
It was
Well,
weirder.
in some ways because
But-
listen to Time Traveling Ziggy to hear our
Yeah,
last
we
New
remember
Year's,
what it's called.
where we hung out with a stranger also. And it turns out that stranger has been trying to get Izzy to leave me for years.
he's a grown man.
He owns a business.
He's like in his 40s.
He's doing better than me, I guess. Well, actually, I think he just sold that business. Yeah, so I don't think he's doing better than me.
But it's so wild. Once you have a few drinks and a few friends, time goes so fucking quick. Like, it's just like,
11 hours.
what the hell did we talk about?
That's weird that we were talking the entire time,
Yeah,
for sure.
because it's not like we were dancing.
No,
or
well,
at a
I mean, I was.
Yeah, you were for 20 minutes.
I wonder how long I was
But
gone
we're
for.
at a restaurant bar.
Yeah.
Like, it is more bar than restaurant, but it is still a restaurant.
Yeah, it's still very rest. You sit at a table and talk. It's
Yes.
not like you stand around.
So there's a photo of the table at one of the last things that I get, where there's just a little bit of appetizers left, and then just like firework remnants, and it just looks like a fucking disaster.
But I was told we weren't annoying. We were well received. I think we all tipped well.
Yeah, I did.
I did,
think.
yeah.
I only paid once.
Yeah.
So
then
hopefully
I kissed our server's boyfriend. But
I
our
saw
server,
you kissed him, and I saw his thighs.
yeah, and they all saw our butt.
It was fantastic.
It was a great.
I was very hungover the next day.
I wasn't horribly, but then
But then later in the day, you did.
yeah, because we played this video game.
Oh, dude, this, because I had a headache. That was like the only thing that really hurt for me is I had a headache all day.
For me, it was my stomach was just off.
Oh, yeah. My stomach felt fine because I had like a little bit of a donut and Gatorade.
Sure, because also when I went to bed, I do remember this. My tinnitus, sometimes when I'm drunk, kicks in so where it's deafening.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And that, I don't know what, I think it's got to do with blood flow and shit like
Probably,
that.
yeah.
Yeah. I remember that really bad.
When you were trying to sleep?
Yeah. And like my tinnitus was horrible.
And then you just eventually passed out?
Because like I don't have really bad tinnitus. It's just from like I was a welder and like loud
Yeah.
concerts and all that shit. Just
I think I definitely have.
probably from woodworking too. That's loud machinery.
Oh, it's and playing music and
Yeah.
concerts. Yeah. I definitely, when I'm older, will probably lose my hearing.
Sure, yeah.
What?
We'll see how this podcast goes then. It'll just be us yelling.
Well, I wear headphones.
That's true. Because we're
It's
going to
so
wear
much
this we're going to do this forever.
There's no reason not to. This is the easiest thing.
As long as we keep hanging out, we're going to do Moist Monday.
It's the easiest fucking thing, dude. It's not like we have to, like, we just talk.
Yeah, you just have to come over and that's it.
Oh, woe is me.
What time are we at right now?
What were you saying?
Oh, I don't know. Because I have to pee real quick.
Oh, tinnitus?
What? Yeah.
We were going to tell something, I think.
No, I think that was just my last thing is I remember that. Oh, we were talking about the hungover. Right, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So the
Let's
next
finish
day,
the story and then take a pee.
yeah, the next day we're all hanging out. Jane came over. He wasn't hungover. I think he was a little like being like, "What are we
I think
doing,
he was
guys?"
a little annoyed because he wanted to like hang out, and we were like, we just were really excited and wanted to hang out with you,
Yeah.
but we thought you'd be hungover too.
I played with him for a while. We
played
played
with-
with Nerf guns.
I was in the room.
Yeah.
I was just like,
But then we played this video game called Superliminal, I believe.
dude, incredible.
It's an amazing game, but it also is my worst fear.
And also, I couldn't
No, it
handle
it gave me anxiety
I couldn't-
watching it.
But also, I already had a headache and I couldn't handle
Yeah.
it. Because it's a game about perspective.
Yeah, where like if you pick something up and you hold it and it looks like it's big, all of a sudden it is big.
Yeah, so you can make things bigger and then go through holes, and then also you can like, it's a puzzle game.
Yeah, which you love puzzle games.
This game, dude, it's incredible.
But it makes me so uncomfortable because the idea of space being off is my worst fear. Like when I
Yeah.
had nightmares as a kid, that's what would be wrong. It would be that spatial things are
Because
off.
it looks, when you go into a level, it looks fine, and then you turn, and then you're like, oh, that's not a real, that's a fake wall.
Yeah.
You can go behind that, and
Or
you're like,
it'd be like, okay, the camera in front of us, it's that big. So when you actually touch it, it's that big.
and then it
It's-
becomes that small.
So it's that small in front of you if you interact
It's
with
fucking,
it then.
it's a
It's a
trippy
great
ass game.
I think like Markiplier played through it. Like I think a lot of big streamers or Moist Critical maybe. 'Cause apparently we're trying to rip him off, which we just heard recently.
Someone commented that.
Just because we're Moist Monday.
I don't even know who he was.
Moist.
We don't even do the same thing.
No, I don't think so. I don't know. He probably has a podcast. Everyone does.
Yeah, but ours is Moist Monday. But the game is intense, and I think I would love it, but I was hungover, and I was like, no,
Yeah.
I can't. And then like,
It was making me sweat.
But we played for hours.
Like, yeah, because we kept hating it too.
Jaden was really into it because
But he also
he
hated
wasn't
it.
hungover.
No, he
you
didn't
guys
like
kept
it
hitting me
either.
the remote, and I go, no.
Yeah, and then you would just be like this.
Yeah, I couldn't look.
'Cause I was kind of hoping you'd throw up from the game.
I couldn't look sometimes. I was like, because there was a few times where like you'd like walk and then just fall, and then things are like mirrored, and you're like, God, it like feels like you're tripping, and I'm like, not today, Satan.
Very, very good game.
Oh, incredible!
Highly recommend. I've enjoyed playing through it.
So that was, and then we got food, and it felt great, and then I fucking slept for
Yeah.
14
You
hours.
guys went home and slept. Yeah.
Dude, I think I got out of bed at noon the next day.
Nice.
Luckily, because I'm not working.
Right.
So yeah, how did you feel the next day?
I was okay.
Okay. Because
Yep.
you had to get up at 8.
And it was a lazy day, luckily.
Oh, at work?
Like I didn't have to
Yeah.
do much. Like a lot of, we like had to drive somewhere.
That's
And-
nice.
And like technically I didn't even have to go with, but they were like, hey, you coming? I'm like, yep.
So you just
I
sat in the back
Sat
seat?
in the back seat.
And did Sudoku.
I did.
For the first time in his life, ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen.
I enjoyed it. Highly recommend.
How do I make Sudoku and subliminal?
Subliminal.
Subliminal?
Wait, superliminal.
Superliminal.
I think so.
We got to
If
talk
we
about...
get it wrong, I'll tell you and you can put the actual name over this.
You guys, if you're gamers, Nathan Harsh probably knows it.
Probably. All right.
Because he's a nerd. But we're going to take a little break and then talk about Christmas real quick.
Here's some jazz.
And we're back. Time to recap the holidays of Christmas. How was your Christmas? Because we filmed our New Year's episode before Christmas.
Yes.
So we took the holidays off, basically.
Yeah,
But we didn't for the podcast.
No, we filmed ahead.
We stayed consistent.
Yes.
Did you have a good Christmas? Doesn't it feel like forever ago?
Yeah, it does.
Well, last year. Got him.
No, I had a great Christmas. It was really low key. Just Izzy and I.
You guys painted.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's mainly what we did. Is we painted rooms
Yeah,
over.
I came
'cause
over on
I
New
had-
Year's and I was like, holy fuck.
I had 5 days off in a row. Like I worked from home for 2 of them, but like it didn't take up the full thing.
Oh, is that when I came over that one day?
Yeah, so you came over right before Christmas.
Yeah. And oh, yeah, because you were freaking scraping metal.
Yep.
I remember that. Yeah, that feels like so long ago, dude.
was.
Time distortion places the place,
Because like
dude.
time feels like it's moving really quick until you think about a moment and you're like, oh, that was fucking forever ago, but it was actually 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's insane. I start school in less than a week.
Fuck.
Yeah, I start school this Monday.
That makes it seem fast. All right.
Yeah, like when this episode comes out, I'll be getting ready
Back
for
in
school.
school.
Yeah,
Aw.
so we'll talk about that next week.
Yeah.
And also be scared as fuck next week.
Yeah, because next week is when we offered. So the day this comes out is the day we told our future selves we will be recording a podcast and they can join us.
Yeah.
Robert's really worried they're going to show up.
You're not worried at all. Like even like 1%.
No, I'm more than 1%.
dude.
Yeah.
You don't be denying.
Less than 20% worried.
19.
Sure. Yeah. I'll give myself 19% worried.
That's a lot of worriedness.
That's a decent
about
yeah.
something that won't happen.
Probably.
Trying to tell myself. But we got to talk about Christmas. You had a good Christmas? Pretty
Yeah,
chill? You got these fucking
Yeah, I got
dumb
these
slippers.
I got these awesome slippers, and then because when Izzy gave them to me, I was like, "Oh, that's great." Is it because I dressed like Dr. Eggman for Halloween? And she's like, "Oh, right, yeah." I'm like, "Oh, then is it because I got like the Sonic video game that I was really excited about but didn't work?" She's like, "Oh, no, I just thought they were funny." I said,
So for the people listening at home, Jacob's wearing Sonic slippers.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
So he can go fast.
He loves
And
chili
every
dogs.
time he goes fast, you just slide your feet so you actually move slower than you normally
Yeah,
do,
just scoop.
which I think is a great bit. But when I first saw you wear them, I was worried because for a split second I thought they were Bluey slippers, and I was like, "Oh,
It hasn't gone that far. I bet if she saw Bluey's slippers, she would have bought them. for
and
me.
then you would have worn them.
Yeah, and then I would have fucked them. Not if they were blue, if they were chili.
Do you like Sonic?
He's fine.
Yeah, that's the weird part. Is every time I come over, you've been wearing them.
Yeah, 'cause
you wear
they're-
them on New Year's Day. You're wearing them today.
Yeah.
You're like, these are my house shoes.
I love Sonic Adventure Battle too. But any other
It's
game.
like one game.
Yeah, it's the best game though.
I'm trying to think of like one game in a franchise that I like, but the rest I don't. That like if I was wearing the merch, it'd be weird as hell. I can't think of anything else.
Borderlands 2. I guess you like the
I like
third.
all of them.
Yeah, that's true.
But
you
Borderlands
only,
2 is the
you only
best.
love one.
Yeah, but I just
I would wear something with Resident Evil on it, but the fourth one's the only one I really love.
well, that makes sense.
Hmm?
But yeah, because you haven't really played a lot of the other ones.
I've played a little bit of
But it's not
five.
like you
and a few
dislike
other ga-
them.
That's true. I don't dislike Sonic. I'm sure his games are fine. I don't fucking
They
know.
suck. My Christmas was pretty good. I hung out at my house. It was interesting. Christmas Eve service.
Yeah, right. You went to church. How was it?
I went to church, but the church my parents go to is getting remodeled.
Oh yeah,
So the church took place in my old high school, in our old high school.
which is weird.
in the
Place you
auditorium.
haven't been in a decade.
But what's wild is, since I graduated, they've remodeled the auditorium.
Yeah.
So it's way different, dude. The auditorium looks like a fucking
Civic Center.
like a giant real auditorium. It's
Yeah.
for high school.
No.
And that's where we had church. And I was like, what the hell?
Our school turned into a monstrosity after we left.
Yeah, it's like a 5A school. It's like, one of the biggest schools in the state. Valley High School. It's
Probably one of the biggest schools in the state.
the stadium
for sure.
or the auditorium is. I walk in and I'm like, Jesus Christ! There's a second row. There's a balcony of seats. Like, holy hell!
At a
High school
school.
people need to do this for performances.
I mean, like, good for our high school for actually putting money towards the arts.
I did find out that the drama teacher is no longer there.
Oh,
Miss Hanson.
yeah.
She
Had a psychotic break.
no, she didn't retire. But she's now the head of IHSA, which is like the drama.
That's cool, yeah.
And I was like, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, good for her.
Yeah, which is like
Cool.
an upgrade. She
Shout
was the
out-
drama teacher when I was in high school.
Shout out to her kid, Lincoln.
Oh, Lincoln is badass. We used to
We
rock
love
climb
him.
with him.
Yeah.
It was wild because when I was in high school and doing plays, Lincoln was running around
As a child.
and then I met him rock climbing, and I was like, what the hell? It was weird, but that was weird. And then after Christmas Eve service, I think you'll like this. I haven't told you this yet.
Okay.
After Christmas Eve service, when we're like getting ready to eat dinner, you know, we're having like a nice dinner. My grandpa was like, "Hey, can I talk to you guys for a second about religion?" And I was like, "Okay." So luckily it wasn't 1-on-1.
Yeah.
So
it was a group.
It was my brother, me, and
But you are at least not the least Christian in your family.
Yeah. Look, but it was my.
You might be the. Oh wait, no, your brother's
No,
probably the
my
most.
brother is, but he's also kind of.
But you're probably second most, as
Yeah.
in you just don't care.
Yeah. So it was my brother, me, and then my sister Annie. So it was the three of us, and we're not religious at all, but we like fake it, and he's like telling us all this stuff. And then for
The good news.
And then for Christmas Eve, my stepdad's mom came to church with us and then came to dinner with us. And she's 91 years
Oh
old.
my God.
Yeah, wild. But she's kind of like my stepdad. So she's like in kind of like a walker wheelchair like thing, but she can still move on her own. 91, that's wild. And she's still able to have, like, she's really smart still.
Okay.
So she was hanging out, with people, helping them prep, but she can't really do much. So we were like in the side room talking religion.
And so this is also your sibling's grandma.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So she comes in and she's like, "This seems like more fun. What are you guys doing?" And we're like, "Oh, talking about religion." My grandpa like hands her a sheet and she's like looking it over. And my grandpa's like talking about things from the Bible. And she goes, "You really believe that?" Dude, yeah.
Being 91
Yeah.
and shitting on religion. Fantastic.
Well, she's religious, but
Sure.
she's also like really smart into books.
Sure.
And she knows that like, oh, some things were written.
Right.
And she was like, "You believe 100% what the Bible says?"
Right, because the Bible is at least like even
Because she was like,
it's mostly
So who
convenience.
wrote that?
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
A person.
and dude, she kept questioning him.
Oh my God.
Dude, it was because she's 91 and my grandpa's in like 70, so she's 20 years old.
But also he's like he's respectful too.
He's
like,
respectful, but also he has an anchor problem. So
Oh, does he?
sometimes he can snap. Luckily, I was actually very proud of my grandpa this night because he didn't snap, because he just kept going, "Marilyn."
God, because
Dude, and it was awesome because it got us out of the conversation.
yeah. And like 20 years, that's me to my parents.
Yeah, dude.
They're like 23
Dude, it was
years older than me.
incredible. She was like, you don't really believe that, do you?"
Amazing.
And then he kept going, "Yeah, I believe everything the Bible says."
That's
And
insane.
she laughed in his face.
It's also believing everything the Bible says is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. And then
That's being
like
that literally means you're pro-slavery.
he said something about like, "And God said this," and she goes, "God never said that." Like, dude, he was incredible.
Because one, she's been around longer. Also, she's closer to death.
Yeah.
So
and she's studied, like, I think she's like studied religion.
Fuck
She was
yeah.
also like a teacher.
God, can we get her on the podcast? Your stepdad's mom.
She's hella smart. And it's always weird because later on, luckily that was like our escape.
Yeah.
And then luckily my grandpa was like, "Well, we'll just agree to disagree and maybe quit."
Sure.
And I was like, "Oh, thank God you didn't fucking fight."
That'd be amazing. though.
Because my grandpa loves to fight.
Yeah.
Like he reminds me a lot of my stepdad. Like,
Sure.
They both are like,
Your stepdad's ready.
but they're both are like, "I gotta be right."
Yeah.
But luckily he was like, "It's Christmas Eve." But then I remember at the dinner table, so my step grandma, she handed out cards, for Christmas, and there was like money in them. And she was like going around, everyone was reading the card out loud.
Yeah.
And she was like, "So proud of you," to my sisters, all this stuff. And then when it got to me, she's like, "I'm just glad you're part of the family." Like it was like,
You got a participation.
yeah, it was like a
trophy.
participant. But Still got money.
That's fair though. A step grandma.
Yeah.
She has no ties to you.
She doesn't give a fuck about me. Yeah, because I came in. I guess when I met her, because
You were young. Yeah,
I was
you were
like,
like 10.
8.
Oh,
Yeah,
really? Okay.
Yeah. So she's known me most of my life.
All right, because your brother's 10 years younger and he's the young guest. Yeah.
But dude, that was it was my favorite thing because I was just like, what is going on?
Just a dream.
And we were like so my parents have like a sunroom.
Yeah.
And there's like, it's like a sliding door to get in. And her like walking chair thing was like in the doorway. So it was like we were like done with the conversation. We were like time to leave, but we couldn't leave because she was blocking the way.
God, that makes me excited to be old.
Yeah, because no fucks given.
Yeah.
She just goes, that's wrong. Like,
You're wrong. I love her
Can
now.
you imagine being that? Like you're over at your son's.
But also 91, you're in the top 1% of oldest people.
Yeah, dude, she's like in surgery right now, which is
Jesus.
wild.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just like, at 91, is it worth it?
Yeah. I feel like 91.
But her brain, like, she still fucking got it.
She's going, yeah.
Yeah, it's wild, dude.
God damn.
It was, dude,
I love that woman.
It was incredible. And then Christmas was fine. My parents and my family always do they always wait forever to do anything on
You
Christmas
told
Day.
me about that.
Fucking is so, like, can we just get the things done with?
No, presents are for the morning.
Yeah, dude, we did presents. And it's not like I want anything or anything, but we did gifts and everything at 5 p.m.
That's a nightmare.
Like, it's just like, so we're just hanging out all day waiting.
Like maybe you do breakfast first.
Yeah, we used to do, when we were younger, we would do breakfast first and we would take forever doing breakfast. And then we would have to read the Christmas story. And then we'd have to do all this.
Christmas stories for the night before.
No, dude, we would take forever even when we were kids and we were like, no, we just give us our toys so we can have all day to play with it. No, it was fine. But I got like a couple records and
Hell yeah.
some stuff but that feels like so long ago.
Yeah, it does. Because like our Christmas,
Yeah, because you did your family Christmas weeks before.
yeah, and that was great. And then Izzy and I did Christmas, and like Christmas Eve, we slept downstairs, had all the cats, watched Home Alone,
Nice.
Christmas Vacation.
Did
like
you watch The Home Alone too?
Yeah, maybe the next day, and then because
Don't you love the brick scene?
I do that and the
Dude, don't-
skeleton scene, the best. Because the weird part about, because I forget this every time I watch Home Alone, is that the break-in is so small. That's not what the movie's about.
No.
But that seems like what it's about.
No, there's just that one. It's just the one scene where it's just pure chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the first one, he like goes to the store,
Yeah,
you know.
he goes to church.
he bonds with people.
With the trash man. Yeah.
It's absolutely insane. And
like,
then all of a sudden, he's like a genius.
Yeah, he's murdering people. But also there's the scene where does all like the puppetry shit. That's
Which is
wild.
insane. He puts like Michael Jordan on a
Yeah,
train.
why do they have all that? Yeah, either way.
Oh, then the second one is even more ridiculous. He has a balloon. He's a balloon figure in the shower
yeah.
that he's making.
That Tim Curry's watching.
Get out of here, you pervert. I do love the uncle in those movies, even though he's a piece
Douchebag.
even
Yeah.
though he's a piece
I
of
love
shit.
how much of a piece of shit he is that he's yelling at a child.
Well, and also, he's just riding the coattails of the
Yeah.
dad.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, let's go to Paris for vacation.
Also that he openly shits on Kevin and loves when other people do too.
Look what you did, you little jerk. Dude, those movies are so good.
Yeah, because I know we watch both Home Alones, Muppet Christmas Carol, because that's my
Oh, dude, I need to watch that.
that's my Christmas Eve movie.
I haven't seen that in probably years.
my favorite. And
I
then
did watch Charlie Brown Christmas. That was nice.
oh, I didn't watch that.
I haven't seen that in a long time, so that was really fun.
because my only Christmas Day movie is A Christmas Story.
I haven't seen that one in a long time either.
Because I watch that every year. Because Christmas, when I was a kid, TBS would do 24 hours of it.
Oh, yeah. I
and that
remember
would
that.
just
I
be
remember
on
the commercials, yeah.
Yeah, because that would just be on in our family room, but we were always like in the other room.
Oh, that makes sense because the book.
Yeah.
Your
Shoot your eye out on,
on
repeat.
repeat.
Yeah.
Yep, I remember that line.
Look at that.
That's freaking awesome, dude. It was just nice to have like even though it didn't feel like the holidays at all,
Because there's no fucking snow
no
on the
fucking
ground.
snow,
Because
it's
the
just a
world's
little-
ending.
but it did feel nice to have it felt like a nice relaxing break.
Yes. It
You
was
know?
very nice.
Especially, I mean, I'm not working, so
right.
I'm always
You're on school, though.
I'm on, but like it was just nice to like, see people, hang out with people, give people gifts and
All right. As a good roundup, what were your gifts?
my brother got me something really cool actually.
Yeah.
I told you about this.
Yes.
So he lives in Nashville, which is really badass.
I'm wearing this shirt.
Oh, nice. That's why you wore it today?
Yeah,
Oh, just in case we talked about this?
because I knew we would talk about this.
So one of my favorite YouTubers growing up was Owen Rogers. He still does YouTube. He made a show called Final Space. It was on TBS.
His candy store.
Yeah, he had a soda parlor.
Yeah.
In Nashville that I actually went to a few years ago. It got sadly torn down by a tornado, which freaking sucks. He's fantastic. He's actually what inspired me to do YouTube even when I was younger. He's like, and he's been doing YouTube for so long. Like he had Balloon Shop before he did his own thing.
Yeah, he's been around.
And
for
Balloon
a
Shop
while.
is
He was early YouTube.
Yeah. So he's like a big deal. But he just opened up a new food truck in Nashville called Mondays, which I don't know exactly what they do, but it's Mondaes. So it's like kind of Sundays, but Mondays.
Oh, okay.
And also, I don't know if it's a play on like It's a Monday.
I imagine so.
Yeah.
That used to be his old quote
but it's
for
like
some reason.
It's like because he has it's the Target story.
Oh,
where
that's what it was
he
from?
goes, it's a Monday. I got
Oh, okay.
nothing going on.
Oh, okay.
Dropping depth charges. That's one of my favorite
No,
stories.
the Target story is very good.
Yeah.
Look up Owen Rogers' Target story.
It's hilarious. But my brother went to like the opening of the food truck, and Owen Rogers was hanging out there, and he got to meet him, which is badass. He recorded a video of Owen Rogers like shouting me out.
Yeah.
It's like a cameo type thing, but
You
it
can
was
play here.
which was free. So cool.
Robert, where are you? Where are you? I'm here with you, bro. Come on now. Thank you for getting him to me.
And then I was like, and then he sent me photos, and I was like, that's badass. And then for Christmas, he got me a Mondays glass, and then like a Mondays fabric bag.
Yeah, like a tote.
A tote bag, and I was like, "Oh, dude, that's fantastic, dude." And he's like, "I only had $10," and I was like, "No, dude, this is I'll use this cup
Yeah.
every day."
Yeah.
like, and then he also got me a signed postcard by him, which is bad because I already have another one by him
Right, yeah.
from Christmas from a few years ago, and it was just so cool. And my sister got me a puzzle. I got a vinyl.
Nice.
Got some cash money.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Nice.
Got Proto Man on vinyl. Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty
from
good.
me.
I did get a lot of vinyl this year, which is badass. Got Limp Bizkit on vinyl from Wes.
Damn it. Which one?
Significant Other.
That's the good one, right? That's break stuff.
Yeah, that's Break Stuff.
Okay.
And Together Now.
I don't know that. I only know break stuff.
A great album. There's a few songs that I didn't know that I was like, I love this song.
Damn it.
Dude, it gets me hyped. It's a double LP, dude.
Biscuits are the worst.
No, they're not. But what'd you get? What were your highlights besides these slippers? And we did mention it earlier.
What? Oh yeah. So the big gift Izzy got me, which
She didn't tell me about this. Usually she tells me beforehand.
right, yeah. All right. So like the smaller gifts was she got me a Papasan cushion, which we needed.
Oh,
That's the bowl chair.
yeah. You still have that?
Yeah.
You just didn't have a cushion for it?
No, because Nancy keeps peeing on them.
What color did you get?
Black
Is
this
that
time,
upstairs?
because we're gonna paint the room a different color. So she got me a black
Where's
one.
that? Where is that in? Is that your bedroom?
Upstairs in the nook.
Oh,
So
damn.
if you walk in the room and turn right, there's that nook.
God, that chair. I used to sleep on that a lot.
I know.
That's great.
No, that's the only thing Nancy has peed on of mine.
Weird.
And she's done it 3 times on 3 different cushions.
Weird.
Yeah, I don't know. She's
just
the
very-
only reason I've gotten new ones.
It's just very comfy. I
Just
guess.
that thing she'll pee on. Yeah.
Maybe she just doesn't like the material it's made of, like wicker or whatever.
Well, it's the cushion she'll pee on, even because she's peed on it when it's not even in the chair, and it's just like a nice cushion on the ground. Yeah.
I do like that you can flip it upside down and use it for a blanket for it.
Mm-hmm,
Great for that.
It is great for that.
Unless you're going to end a friendship. That ended when that fort was up.
While the 4 was being torn down.
Well, close enough.
Yeah. Anyway, all right.
Moving on to happy thoughts.
All right. I'm trying to think of, because I feel like there was another gift she got me that wasn't a part of the big one. But I can't.
I don't know because I didn't know about the Papasan. That's freaking badass.
Yeah. So I can't
I
remember.
feel like that's kind of a big gift.
Yeah, that's a bigger gift for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then so the big
That's
gift
such a
she got me
specific thing.
was a bow and arrow.
Yeah, dude, fucking
And
badass.
it's fucking sweet.
Dude, it's so cool.
Because her and I have talked about that in the past of like, oh, that would be like a fun hobby. And also because the bow she got me was ambidextrous, so she can play with me.
She's left-handed?
Yep.
I didn't know that. I guess I didn't even think about it, bows.
Yeah.
I'm just right-handed, so I'm fucking
Right,
blessed.
yeah, no, yeah, we're living the life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
perfect.
But yeah, she got me bow and arrows. We've already broken 1 arrow
Dude.
already. But luckily she broke it.
It is
So much fun.
incredible. Because I did a lot of bow and arrow when I was younger in Boy Scouts.
It's back.
Oh, the Boy Scouts.
That you've never told me about Boy Scouts until this podcast, and it comes up all the time.
Well, eventually you run out of things to talk about, so then other things come up.
Boy Scouts.
That's where I shot a gun for the first time. I went to camp all the time, but bow and arrows are so fun.
You got caught pooping?
Yeah, Boy Scout camp. Yeah, you get it. You're learning. But we've been. I came over New Year's Eve before we went out of the bars, and I went down in your basement where you're shooting it.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it's so fun.
Yeah, we got a pad and some
It's so
random
satisfying.
wood. It's so much fun.
You need to get a hay bale. Keep
Yeah.
saying we.
Once it's nice, I'll get one.
Dude,
so
it's
we
just so.
can drawing it back, and it's like a 25-pound bow, so it's not even hard to do, but
But
it's
it
still so
feels
fun.
so sad,
Yeah.
and I feel like I was getting decently good at it.
I mean, we were hitting the wood.
It's going to be nice to have a hay bale with a target, and
Right.
then we can actually all right,
Get
shoot
good.
5.
Yeah.
Go get them.
Right.
And then you shoot 5.
Yeah, because we were doing 1 for 1.
Yeah,
because
just
we only had
one arrow at a time.
Because I don't want to break all the arrows. So
Because we're shooting it at a cushion that's up against a brick wall.
Right, yeah.
So if you miss, straight into the brick wall.
and that's what broke the first arrow.
Yeah, dude.
So also I just need to buy more arrows.
That's a perfect gift for you.
Right, yeah, because it's an activity, it's a hobby,
And also it's a dumb, stupid thing that you like.
but also something I can get good at and be excited about. Because something her and I do often is get each other hobbies, which is so great.
Oh yeah. You got her the some
This year-
crafts.
Yeah, this year the main craft I got her was a miniature paint kit, which
is
she's already
badass.
been doing.
And they
it's-
look great.
Yeah, she was good at it immediately, which means that she wanted to keep doing it, which was great.
Yeah.
And then also a flower presser, which apparently one of her friends got a resin kit and she wants to do resin flower pressing, so they're just going to combine
What the hell
forces.
does that mean?
What?
I don't even know what that means.
A resin kit?
Yeah.
Resin is all right, so you know that I just got those oddities?
Oh, that's the resin?
The thing the frogs are in?
Yeah.
Or like when you see like a bug in a clear plastic.
How the hell do you get it in the middle?
I don't
You have to lay a thing of
I
resin.
think you do a layer and then put it
Okay.
in place.
Because I've done a little bit of resin when I was woodworking, like when we would like do tables and stuff to like fill cracks in like the wood.
Oh, like a thin layer on top, yeah.
No, like if there was like, because sometimes we made custom tables where it was like a chunk of wood that had like a crack.
Oh,
and we'd
sure.
fill that crack with resin.
Yep.
It took fucking forever
Right.
because you can only lay a thin amount.
Oh.
You know,
Yeah, it's like that.
that's freaking badass.
Yeah.
That's so
And
exciting.
I know I'm forgetting something else you got me, but those were the big ones.
I mean, bow and arrow. You get any
Yeah.
vinyl?
No, I got her a vinyl that I also enjoy.
The Baby Driver soundtrack.
Baby Driver soundtrack.
I walked in and you were
Such a
playing
good
it,
album.
and I knew it immediately. Dude,
Yep.
I need to add that to my list.
That's a good one, yeah.
My
Barnes
list,
and
dude,
Noble.
what's wild is my vinyl collection is getting wild, same like yours.
Mm-hmm.
But the more I get into it, the more I'm like, I want this, I want this.
Yep.
Like I keep thinking of things I want for it.
Well, because also my issue is like if I fall in love with a band, I'll want albums I haven't listened to because I want a lot of that
Yeah,
band.
you want to experience it. It is wild when I was looking at my collection because I'd recently had to expand my collection
Mm-hmm.
because I was on 2 shelves, but it was too tight for 2 shelves, so now it's on 3.
Yeah.
I have so much like I have like this much Nirvana.
Yeah.
I'm doing like 6 inches or something on the screen. 5.5.
Yeah. You don't have 6 inches of Nirvana.
I have a lot.
Measure it.
I will.
All right.
I'll put it on the screen.
Because I have, I think, one Nirvana album.
So I have the 3 albums, and then I have so many live albums. And
Yeah.
then I was just like, Jesus Christ.
So I think, I guess
I think I have almost everything they put out on vinyl.
I think Bouncing Souls is probably my biggest chunk. And then Kiss, I have a bunch too.
I just got the one live from the soundboard, which
true.
is badass because it's from Des Moines.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a pretty good holiday season. It is wild that it is January. It is wild that it is 2024.
We're bringing in the moist year with all of you guys.
But speaking of moist, search for it in the dictionary
Yep.
on YouTube. Not on YouTube.
Nope.
On the internet.
Yep, there you go.
Search for moist. Mess Make Moist 2024 Award of the Year. We're going to keep talking
Yep.
about it. We're going to keep saying it.
We're going to try and remember every day to bring up Make Moist 20 or
Yeah.
Make 2024 Moist.
Yeah. And we want a partnership with Kraft Mayo.
Yeah, we at least want to help the fight.
Yeah. We want to
Join
be
the
we want
cause.
to be an ally.
Yeah.
We are an ally.
We are Moist Monday. And thank you.
For what?
Anything.
You were just so serious. And thank you for being a part of this. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Threads. Moist Monday Podcast. Send us an email.
You're still doing threads?
Yeah.
All right. See if it happens.
I don't know. It's worth it. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I've never been on threads.
I just post once a week, like the thumbnail. You know, I'm like, whatever.
Sure.
It's super easy. Make sure you send us an email, Moist Monday Podcast. Let us know what you did for New Year's. Comment below or send us an email.
or
We'd
about
love to hear-
anything on
Yeah,
email.
let us know. What are your resolutions?
Yeah.
What are you excited about? 2024 is going to be a good year.
Oh. I just remembered something else about this year that I want to do, but I'll save that for the beginning of next episode.
You're not going to remember. Might as well say it now.
I'll write it down. It's a good topic.
Oh, it's a topic.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
Write
right.
it down right now.
All right.
And we're going to go. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Dry bones, lazy bones, big bones, dance around in your bones.